This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to jump back to the world of Playmobil so we can take a look at their Miraculous collection. This time we're going to look at the 5 single figures that you can order from the website. I mean, honestly, I said that way because that's what I had to do. I mean, you could get these each individually on Amazon. I haven't seen them on any other website. But who's ever selling them on Amazon is charging like $4 extra shipping on each figure. So you're better off going to the Playmobil website and ordering them all together if you want to save on shipping. Since each one of these figures only comes with themselves and not their civilian forms, I figured I'd do all 5 of them at one time. We have the Puppeteer. We have Moth, AntiBug, Rena Rouge, and Carapace. As I said, they don't come with their civilian forms or their alternate forms. However, the villain form of Puppeteer does come in the Marionette's Loft playset, so you can get Manon that way. But let's go ahead and start opening these up. Puppeteer has the most pieces, so we'll start with her. She just comes with a little informational card here, no instructions. So apparently, Marionette and Ladybug may be the only set that actually comes with instructions. Here's the little gremlin on her own with her face deco, which actually does look pretty good. But once again, the problem with not having information is that you gotta try to figure out how they go together. And she does have a shorter body, so let's take a look at the articulation on her short body. Like the other ones, she has a head spin. There is a barrier to stop her from doing a 360. Arms spin around. And the legs crunch. So now we need to try to add our skirt on. So we got a front and a back, which I had to take a quick look at the picture to know which one was which. There we go. Her skirt is really loose on her body. She has her little magic wand, which we'll leave off at the moment. Ah, the skirt just fell. Oh, good lord. They didn't really design it to really hold in place very well, did they? Now we have to try to put her hair together. Which comes in 2 parts. This is the time when you kind of need to have a kid do this. Alright, along with we do have the wrist articulation here, so we have a spin, which I didn't realize and forgot about again. Once her dress is on, however, it does interfere with the arms, but obviously if you force it, she drops her skirt. There are lots of jokes I could make about that right now, but I will not, because I will pretend I have good taste. She also comes with a medallion that shows her wand. And instead of a bracelet, they give us a plastic ring to put it on, if we can. And even theoretically, because it is an open ring, an adult could wear it. I'm pretty sure it's going to cut off the circulation because there is not much give on there. So that's our Puppeteer. Moth. Like Puppeteer, he comes with a ring and a medallion showing his little butterfly. Fly, butterfly, fly. His helmet is glued onto the head. So I don't honestly know why they bothered with the helmet though, because they could have just done the whole entire head as a single piece and just made it all gray. That would have actually looked more like the show. He does have a chest piece, which really moves around quite a bit. Also, the deco here to make the like the front opening of the jacket does not actually fully line up with the upper chest piece thing, so it doesn't really look proper. He does come with honestly, this looks like it's supposed to be a magic wand, but it's supposed to represent his cane. But it is honestly too short to be a cane. Because honestly, if it was supposed to represent the cane that he uses, it should probably have gone all the way to the floor when held out like this. He also has a mirror, fly swatter, clear thing that is supposed to represent him talking, you know, when he talks to his akumatized villains. So theoretically, you can line it up like this to make it look like he's communicating. I guess there's worse things they could have done. Articulation wise, of course, we got the hand spin. His head also does stop at the edges, so he does not do the 360. The chest piece does in fact interfere with the spin. If you go from behind, it just knocks it out of the way and looks kind of stupid. If you go forward, it does get stuck. Oh, there we go. We popped it through. And like other Playmobil figures, legs go up. That's it. So he can sit down. Or look like he's getting ready to be hogtied. That brings us to AntiBug, Chloe Bourgeois. I guess I could have said the names of the other two. Gabriel Agrest and Manon Chamack. She's a schmuck. As before, she comes with the little ring thingy and the medallion. Opposite colors of ladybugs. Though well, I guess the reason why they've made it red instead of black for the plastic is probably because it would have been harder to get the red paint on top of the black plastic and still be kind of, you know, bright red. This is kind of interesting. Okay, first off, her body does spin. Her head does do a 360 like Ladybug's, probably because she's on the same body as Ladybug. Still doesn't have the articulation at the waist. But now, she's got like a small ponytail here, and then she's got a ponytail extension for it. Which, you know, it takes a little work, but you can get it to snap into place. I'm wondering if this had already this hair previously existed and they're just repurposing it for this. Kind of looks like they're doing the same thing with Rena Rouge actually from here. And like with the Ladybug one, you have to put her yo-yo together. Which I didn't like doing with the Ladybug one either, so... because it means trying to line up these teeny tiny pegs and holes. Just to note when I'm doing this, I'm actually putting the end of the rubber all the way to the other side of the peg just to give it a little bit of extra hold. I did the same thing with Ladybug, but there, we finally got it in place. Articulation wise, as mentioned before, her head does the full 360. Arm spins around. It is not hindered by her hair. And she sits. Also, we have the spin at the wrist. Not that you can really see it when I do it because it's so tiny. And she can hold her yo-yo. Now let's hit up Rena Rouge. Although she does not have the same hairdo as Chloe, per se, it does have the same style in the back where it's got a small ponytail that you can put a holder on. And it is a different ponytail. We also have ears to put in place. Like so. Her deco. Actually, I guess I never showed off Chloe's deco either. Hers did not want to snap on quite as well as the other one. Also, once again, we have the medallion and the ring. She has her little fluty flute, which I feel like this is designed a bit differently than what it should be. Articulation wise, though, real quick. Spin around again. Her head does a 360 like Ladybug, Marionette, and AntiBug. Her legs sit, however, because of the tail on her uniform, she's not really going to be able to sit very well. But she also does have a good snap to it. And she can hold her flute. Apparently, okay. So I guess that little handle part is actually supposed to be a handle. Oh, let's see. Okay, I get it now. So if we put it in that hand, spin it, you can almost make it look like she's playing the flute. But not quite. And last but not least, we have Carapace, Nino, Lahiffe. Lahiffe? Lahiffe? I don't think I've ever heard his last name actually said, so... Once again, we get the medallion with his Miraculous image on it. And the ring to put it on. You know, I forgot that's what normal heads on Playmobil figures look like. And because his power is, you know, the whole shielding thing, he gets a shield apparently. Even though what they should have given us is like a bubble to go over him instead. Here's the deco on his face. Honestly, it's kind of boring, and I don't remember it being that color, or his mask being that color, you know? But now the helmet that goes with him, which, yeah, I don't know. I gotta say, I think he might be the weak point in this. I mean, the deco on the body is really good, but other than that, and actually, wow, he's surprisingly muscular on his arms. That is very different from the other figures. Like none of the other figures in this line had muscular arms. I don't know if I can get a good... I hope I'm getting a good image of it where you can actually see the bulging biceps. Anyway, his arms spin around. His head stops at the halfway point, so he does a 180. And the legs do the usual, just kind of sit. And his legs are also different because it does have... the boots are actually differently designed as well. Now, the helmet has, like, on the inside you can see it's got kind of like a ledge to it. So that will have to go attached to the eraser haircut he has. To hold it in place like that. Once again, though, that does hinder his articulation a little bit, so instead of being able to do a 180, he does now more of a 120 for spin. If we want to force it over the arm, we can still do that. But I think that will conclude our look at the Miraculous. I'm surprised I didn't give Chloe a frown. Anyway, our look at the Miraculous Ladybug singles when it comes to the Playmobil figures. I honestly don't know why they didn't give us the alternate forms of these figures with the ones like they did with Ladybug and Cat Noir. I would like to have Chloe and Alya both as they are. Nino probably would have looked better in his civilian outfit than he does in the frog thing. Moth, it's kind of weird because, like I said before with the Ladybug and Cat Noir video, they do have the modeling playset, which has Marinette and Adrian, both dressed for modeling. Extra accessories with that as a trench coat for Adrian and dress and a skirt to go on the Marinette. And the third figure that comes with it is not Gabriel Agreste, who would have made sense, or even Chloe's mom, or Chloe for that matter, but the reporter, Nadja Chamack. I guess that's so that you can give the villain form of Puppeteer her mother. And of course, like I said, in the case of Puppeteer, you do get her villain form in with the Marinette's Loft set. So you get Manon and Marinette both in pajamas. I will probably try to get my hands on those two sets too in the future. I'm just going to watch and see if they go on sale on Amazon because I don't want to pay full price for them. Because that's pretty much, I haven't paid full price on any of the Playmobil sets I've picked up yet, I don't think. Not that I've picked up a lot, but still. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you're a fan of Miraculous, definitely give me a like. If you're not a fan of Miraculous, then you probably got tortured watching this. And remember, if there's somebody you hate, torture them with my videos. Peace and love.